we're about to get started here with winners finals. I'll update the stream information really quickly. But yeah, we have two pretty different players. Not that Sosa's, well, we'll see. Jose V tends to be the more kind of aggro, stylish, in melee kind of guy. He really likes to go for fun stuff with Falco, and it kind of carries off from PM2. He'll tend to try to do silly stuff with Ness. Sosa, on the other hand, not necessarily always going for optimal stuff, but tends to play it safer unless he has like a very safe lead, very sturdy stock count ahead of his opponent. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at with these two guys, if you haven't seen them before, in the melee world. Jose V beat Army earlier, but with his Dr. Mario. His Falco, on the other hand, did beat Venom, so both his characters are seeming pretty warm up. And there goes the first stock from Sosa. Pretty even game so far. I'm going to finish setting up all the information for these players in case you want to check them out on Twitter or on anything else. Update these icons too. I am your resident streamer today, as well as the commentator for now, so be patient with me as I try to set up a billion things. We do have a very even match happening. Interestingly enough, Jose doesn't really ever go for just shooting the gun. Like, he will obviously shoot the gun, but he's never just gonna like stay on the other side of the stage and kind of run away, run and gun, as they like to call it. But having pretty good recoveries, but not good enough. Obviously, if you know anything about melee, Falco is definitely the glass cannon of this game, him and Falcon. Very good combo games, very fast faller, but not the best recovery-wise. On the other hand, you have Fox, who is definitely still a fast faller, still very comboable, but has definitely a way better recovery than Falco. But both of them are very much, if you play it smart, you can punish it, so. And so far, it looks like Jose V's combo game is very good today. Making stuff happen. Oh, he almost saved Sosa there. His up B almost had enough to like bring Sosa out of his hit stun or like fast fall. What is it called? What's it called when you're in like the falling animation, but like you can't act out of it? Helpless. That's what it's called. Yeah, special fall, also known as special fall. And right now, both of these two, a lot of stock situation, but this is a best of 5. I'll update that in a second as well. And so quickly, Jose manages to take that, looking real smug on his face right there. And it looks like we're heading off the Yoshi story. Very good Falco stage as well as a Fox stage. One of the tinier, I think it is the tiniest one in the melee legal stage list. You'll see a lot of pros tend to come to this, Mango and West Balls and stuff. Very good for the fast fallers. Especially with Falco. It's an interesting choice from Sosa. Basically, I guess he's kind of just saying, hey, like, I can kill you even earlier if I really wanted to. Because ultimately, on a stage like this, Falco's recovery is like already so bad that it doesn't really matter when he, like, if you could just kill straight off the sides, you know, doesn't even matter. So it seems like it'd be better for Jose. Well, who knows? Sosa's definitely a smarter player than I, and not having too bad a punish game right now. Ooh, that was an interesting up smash. Interesting. Nice down two. Yeah, it's funny to watch these guys because they're both very much like pros of PM, and it's fun to see them like kind of mess around with their combo game in this game because they don't necessarily play like the optimal, like the smartest way to play these melee characters. Ooh, that was really nice by Jose though. New to back air Sosa because he was recovering way too high with that side B. And this is just your good old-fashioned Ditto from Spaceys. What up, Corey?
Oh boy.
Yeah, you got your Spacey Ditto.
Yep, the classic.
On Yoshi's. Who would have thought?
It's really weird because these two don't look like, you know, melee Spaceys. Probably because they're not, because they're very they're not very tech heavy.
Yeah.
Like they're not doing anything really impressive as far as tech goes or a display of technical skill. Both of them are just like really smart players. And so it comes across in this really weird looking play style.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, if you compared these two to obviously, like, maybe, like, Fox and Falco's at the same level, but, like, based in Melee, like, they just seem so different than your, like, average, like, Melee Falco Fox. They just have, like, a different style. And that's probably going to be it, yeah, for Jose there.
Yeah, it's weird. I would say that a Fox and a Falco, both capable of like going even with these two in Melee in the same matchups, would be overall maybe not as smart as a player, but they'd be able to like land important tech and combos in ways that Sosa and Jose wouldn't. Sosa and Jose are mostly just going for these kind of weird reads on each other. They also play together fairly often in PM. I'm not sure if they play often in Melee together at all.
Yeah, I don't know how often these guys actually practice Melee outside of tournament.
Yeah.
I know apparently Sosa's been working on trying to get better for Melee just to like try to enter more Melee stuff. But I mean, obviously trying to get into like top Melee is just so much harder than top PM. There's just such a fatter audience of like people you have to get through.
The game is a lot more figured out. You've got a lot of like ground to make up, and you got to learn all the things that people before you have learned for the past 10 years, and then you can start innovating.
Yeah.
I think it's sort of like the that's sort of natural to games that have been out a long time, is that they're really hard to get into typically.
You
just
because
there's like
up.
so much, so much you have to learn beforehand. A game like PM is hard in a different sense. I would say PM is probably harder overall just because like your region's not going to have the resources for you to practice everything, and that you've got to be able to figure things out on the fly.
Ooh.
That's the lucky thing about Melee, is that it's better for a game that's as small as Smash, in the manner at least that there's only a few characters that are really viable options to play as. And so you're always going to have someone next door or down the street that plays the character you need to practice against.
Yeah, and that was an interesting game.
Yeah, it was like
just so different from the other two, because the last two have been like super close, like down to the wire, and that one was just like that cleanest
like
three-stock.
A minute 43 or something like that.
Yeah, like no time wasted. Jose just kind of like got bodied.
Yeah. See how this goes. It's a larger stage.
Yeah, which is interesting for someone like Falco.
Wow.
Because like I don't feel like he would have that much to gain from like outside of maybe the platform layout.
Yeah, this is a huge crouch cancel battle going on. Sosa he always seems to win neutral in a way that leads into grab up throw, and he does something really odd off of up throw each time.
Yeah.
Like I really don't know which one he's going to do next, which is good. I mean, because both options are viable for Fox.
Yeah, the mix-up, yo.
Yeah, Jose opened up with a really killer combo. He didn't finish it.
He just didn't kill with his killer combo.
Yeah, the combo, you can combo someone for a long time, but you've eventually got to finish it. It's a really important lesson, especially for Falco players, where you have the most explosive punish game in Melee.
But it doesn't mean anything if you don't get the last hit.
Yeah, if it doesn't lead somewhere, if you're just kind of comboing blindly around the stage and you don't think ahead to where they might end up in 2 moves down the line, then you're going to get a lot of like weird sort of arthritis issues. So far it's pretty even. They're just trying to find a punish, but because of their sort of poor tech skill in Melee generally, I mean they're competent at like the basic movement options that you need, but I can see a lot of errors. And because of that, they can't really go for the typical Melee neutral where you get in and then you try to throw out impeccable shield pressure and force an option. These two are playing spacies as if they don't have shines. Like,
I was going to say
not
that
about,
too.
Yeah, it's
you
not
like
about shield pressure for them.
Once.
I mean, they'll shine in combos. It's just
but
the shield pressure is not where it's supposed to be. So they're playing it like they're two like high tiers. They're not playing like space animals, certainly. I've always wondered for a long time what the spaces would be like if they just didn't have shine and how they would play. Fox would be fantastic regardless. I'm sure Falco can do some of the same things. It's just shine is it really holds him together.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like the sandwich part of the, it's like the meat of the pillar, you know? Because it's like the in-between, how you keep it going,
Yeah.
how you keep stacking them.
Yeah, like if he didn't have Shine, I don't think he'd be able to pull off safe shield pressure the way Fox would probably be able to, at least with Fox's speed.
Ooh, oh, wow, that near actually hit. That was weird.
He could do pillars with up tilt, but like it's not the same. It's just setting up for all these things would be a little bit more difficult. All right.
Super even right now.
1-1. Sosa could just win it now if he catches Jose V off guard near an edge.
Yeah, that's all it takes with Falco.
Yeah.
He's been super good about edge guarding too.
All right, Jose V starts a punish, but messes it up immediately. He's going to get another shot too. A few more left in this life, hopefully. A good forward smash.
They're both just tossing out aerials, hoping.
Yeah, this is... They're just like not teching anything and they know it. It's like he's not going to tech this, I'm going to throw it a bear.
Ooh, this is it for Jose. Okay. Come on. Oh, nice laser.
That should be it.
Yep.
We're going to go to game 5. Sosa versus Jose V.
So they've already, I'm trying to think of what they have left. I don't think they've been to Fountain, and I don't think they've been to Pokemon. Have they been to Pokemon?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I've only
so
been
I
here
think
for a
there's
few
only,
games.
Yeah, I think there's only Fountain. So that's where we're going. Oh wait, JK, maybe not.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh yeah, we haven't been to FD either. No, we're going to Yoshi's. Going back to Yoshi's.
All right. So they're both
Sosa won here last time.
the layout.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah, tiny screen.
The
It's
tiniest
inventive, but maybe not the most useful thing.
for actually watching.
Yeah. Oh goodness. This is really it's so strange to watch these two play because the moments flash by constantly where it's just like someone could have lost a stock if they were playing someone else.
Didn't.
But they opt
But
not
they
to
got
go for that.
lucky.
Yeah. You know, like Jose went for a really bad side B earlier to the ledge where it was really high, and Sosa could have down smashed him, but he just wasn't thinking about it, presumably. Okay, Jose V's freaking out right now.
Yeah, all these fucking nairs.
Yeah, he's just going nuts, hoping it'll work, seemingly.
Yeah, it's really funny because I feel like both these guys, like if they get close enough to each other, they'll just start throwing out stuff.
Yeah,
like,
it's
just cover space.
It's like children fighting or something. They get up close to each other and they just start swinging their arms around like windmills. It's basically what this has been. But behind it, there's like a pretty smart neutral game, so...
Yeah, I mean, they know what they're doing. They're just like this. They're so like when these guys usually fight each other, it's with such different characters that are like not even remotely fast fallers. Ooh, nice back air.
Yeah.
Oh, but murders himself.
Yeah, there were a few ways he could have prevented that from happening. He could have timed his aerial different. He could have wall jumped first. But instead, he's down 2-1, and it's looking pretty grim.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah. All right. Sosa wins. Jose has to stay there and play his rematch with Army. So we'll get to see that in a moment. I kind of want to step off and play
Yeah, you're
something
welcome
else
to.
somewhere.
Go for it. Alex, are these two gonna fight? Alex. Is Jose supposed to fight Army? Yes. He just went that way though. All right, sorry. Sorry, fam. Just trying to make sure we keep going here. Looks like we're gonna be getting into losers finals.